it out here. So anyways, welcome everybody to our Team Elite weekly call. Glad everybody's able to get on. Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. We're ramping up. This is a really exciting time of the year. We've got a lot of stuff on. So taking a few minutes of your time to get in on this, stay plugged in, get information is very important to grow your business, be a part of a team, but also it really shows your dedication. It really helps to demonstrate the fact that we're all leaders. Everybody that's on this call is a leader, and so I commend everybody for that. Let me turn this around. That's better. All right, so like I said, we've got a lot of stuff going on this year. As a lot of you know, I just got back from St. George, Utah. Incredible trip. Went out there for the Building Depth training. Man, every time it just gets better and better. So I've got of course, I've got pages and pages of notes right here. And I'm just going to go over a couple of things today, just a couple of announcements, and maybe as time progresses, we can get into some of the nuggets that I was able to grasp when I was there, taking my notes and everything from these incredible leaders. One thing that I want everybody to know is, I know that attending all events, it's something that is at the core of the behaviors that we have to have in order to grow our businesses. Attending the events is vitally important for a number of reasons. And I mean, that can be a whole Zoom training in itself. But this Building Depth training it's powerful and it's instrumental. Our very own Tech Kai hit 7 this year, and in Zoom, but in paper. And that is something that she is incredibly excited about, obviously. But she attributes it solely to Building Depth training. It was the Building Depth training that showed her what she needed to do in order to break out of the plateau that she was stuck in, being at Pro 6 for so long. She tried and trying to get past that. She got the information she needed from the Godfather himself, Marcel Niederhauser. So I always promote Building Depth. It's very, very powerful. I've heard everybody from Pro 2s, Pro 3s up to Kai Pro 8 just simply saying that training, that method of building was the missing link in their business. It was the missing link in their business, and it was the bit of information that they needed to either excel through the ranks, to break rank, to get off a plateau that they have been stuck on for however long. So I encourage everybody just to make it. I mean, I can take notes all day long. I can do all these different things to help bring back the information. And when you miss it, you miss it. I mean, we all know that. We know how it goes. So, okay, enough on that. They're offering the lvcoaching.com. We know about the sampling program. David's been using that like crazy. Man, he's just been blowing that up. The sampling program is something that is a very, very powerful tool. It's a great tool that we can all be using. We should be using more. I think it's just a great way to be able to get the word out, get some of our products out. I mean, that Axio, who could argue the potency and power of Axio? I mean, the stuff is just phenomenal. Building Depth is offering some apparel. I don't know if you guys can see. Got one of the hats. Got a shirt. So they've got a couple different apparel options and stuff that I really love. And everybody knows I'm a hat snob. I've been wearing that same ratty Browning hat for years. I just love it. You find a hat that comfortable is really hard to do. And I found it with this. So this may be my new ratty hat soon. So we'll see how this goes. So that was Building Depth. It was just incredible, guys. One thing that we always hear about is following the system. Do we follow the system? Are we following the system? Company's got an incredible system put in place, and as long as you follow it, go through the steps, go through the motions, do your part, we'll do our part type of thing. Growth just happens. It happens by default. The only way it doesn't happen is for you to just simply quit, walk away, glue your butt to the couch, whatever. So as long as we're moving, as long as there's that motion, we're doing our part, then we start to see the breakthroughs. This is that time of year that we're filling our pipeline. We're filling our pipeline like most businesses are doing for the coming year. So you're always, it's a chess game. You're always thinking 2, 3, 4 moves in advance. Right now, we're thinking the very next move is going to be breaking 2019, entering the year with a full pipeline, or with stuff in our pipeline. So part of that is doing the system by just talking to people, doing the invite, getting the word out of what we have, and people to start to stir interest. We have something that is so incredible, and nobody knows about it if we don't tell them. So it's just opening our mouths, following that system. So I know David's got some incredible stuff to share. David, are you going to be able, I know you're driving and everything like that, are you going to be able to get to?
Yeah, I can pull over here in just a second. Why don't you keep going for just
You got it. You got it. You got it. Okay, so that I'm just going to go over that, talking about the system just a little bit more. Russell and Tracy Blanche, they are some incredible people, elites in the company, very, very deeply involved in this Building Depth program. They talked about the system, and it was really kind of neat. They broke it down. Always, we've been doing this for a while. We've got our understanding of it. They went into great detail. They kind of numbered it out. Like a 1 through 5 type of thing. Doing your 15 or more. We talk about that all the time. If you're not doing 15 or more, we need to get you up to 15 or more. But they go into some details about that. What is the 15 or more? How do you even do 1 or more? So they labeled these out 1 through 5. Like I said, number 1, making calls. You make some calls. You're just doing like I mentioned a moment ago. You're calling people and just to see if they're interested in a change. Do they want more money? Do they want more time in their life to be able to do the things they want to do? Do they want more money to have that more time to be able to afford to go do that? We were able this year to take a trip to Tennessee. It was the first family vacation that we took just to be on vacation. It wasn't wrapped around a judo tournament. It wasn't wrapped around a wedding. It wasn't wrapped around anything else. It was literally just a family vacation. And that was a very, very special time. So making those calls is the first step. The second step, set a meeting. Pretty simple. You're asking somebody, hey, are you interested in making more money? Yes, I absolutely am. All right, dude, we got to sit down and talk. You've got to take a look at what I have to show you. They're going to say, okay, well, what is it? Well, let's sit down and talk. It's 90% visual, however you word it. But it's a matter of setting that meeting. And there's those steps to be professional to set the meeting. You have your times and dates open. You offer up your times and dates. You can find a corresponding one to where they have some time. You write it down. You confirm it with them. And then you set a reminder, because we're professional and we want to make sure that we do what we say we're going to do. We set the meeting. We definitely want to be there and be prepared. Being prepared for the meeting means practicing your presentation. Practicing that means going over it. Now, yeah, you're calling for your sponsor and your support to come and do the meeting. You're sitting there. If you're brand new, you're absorbing the information because, in the very, very beginning, you're doing 1% of the work and your sponsor and your team are doing 99% of the work, and you're still getting paid the same amount. That's pretty sweet. But you're practicing all along. So you're sitting in these meetings. If you're not doing it, you're sponging it, you're absorbing it, you're taking notes. If you are stepping into the role of being able to do it, taking the lead, being in that capacity, you're practicing. Practice it. Sit down, in your living room or at your kitchen table in front of your mirror, whatever, and run through it. Do a practice route. We've got the Building Depth tear-off pads for a reason. It keeps you on track. All the information is right there. There are people that are doing those tear-offs, and they are building their teams, they're recruiting people, just simply reading the tear-off. They're just reading it, and they're having these phenomenal results. I know, right? And that right there, that Building Depth tear-off goes all the way back to the napkin days, sitting in the diner, sitting in the restaurant, sitting at the coffee shops, when Marcel and Tyler were first building this organization. And again, 80% of LifeVantage goes through Marcel. I think the guy knows what he's talking about. So practicing. Make sure you show up. Make sure you're there early. Make sure you are prepared. Make sure that you have touched base with your sponsor if they're going to meet you there. Make sure that you guys are in good communication. Take the lead. Don't wait for them to grab your hand and pull you along. Take the lead. You've called your prospect to make sure you've confirmed with them. They're on their way. You're on your way. Call your sponsor. Hey, we're on time, right? Everything's good. All right, awesome, man. I'm going to be there. When you get there, if you're there early, get the chair set up, get your laptop out or your iPad or whatever you're bringing. Have your notepad if you're taking notes. Maybe, I don't know, do something like have a couple of bottled water sitting out, one for your guest and one for your sponsor. You've got one for yourself. Have some Axio. If you don't have Axio, ask your sponsor, hey, do you have any extra Axio? We want to share the Axio. So you're going to show up and then you're going to present the meeting, or you're going to have them present it. And your part is that 1%. You're the connector. You did the invite. You're taking the notes and you're observing, and you're still getting paid the same. I mean, you can't beat that. It's pretty simple, I think. I mean, to me, it's just, I wish every job could be like that. Could you imagine how much money people could make like on their first job instead of just work for minimum wage and struggling along and working around greasy French fries or whatever? I mean, you're just basically just hanging out, watching somebody for several days or weeks or whatever. You're just taking notes, and they're still paying you the same amount as the person training you. Phenomenal. So anyways, there you go, guys. Simple stuff. It's just a matter of just keep doing it. I know we keep talking about this, but I think it's something that we keep talking about because we need to keep hearing it. So much of our industry is duplication and replication and repeat and redo, and it's not reinventing. It's just drilling it in. So if the same thing gets said 100 times, that's great because you're 100 times more knowledgeable about it, and you're going to be 100 times better when it's your turn to do it, when you're having to lead it, when you're having to take control. So there's my piece on that. That was one little tidbit of the building depth training. Of course, Tracy and Russell, they go into great detail. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Tracy Blanche. The woman is hysterical. So there was a lot of laughter in that area right there when they were doing the teaching, and she's definitely a bit of a showman. So I'm going to turn this over to David and let him do his part. I know he's always got some really incredible stuff. So David, if you're ready.
All right, yeah, I'm ready. I'm here, guys. Matthew, thank you so much, man. You're such a leader. You're such an inspiration to us all. I really appreciate you. You being just who you are and being as committed and being that North Star that I always call you. So thanks, man. I appreciate you, guys. Like Matthew said, keep things simple. Okay, that's the name of the game with network marketing. Okay. It doesn't matter what works. It only matters what duplicates. Okay. So it has to be simple. And the simpler that you can keep it, the better that it's going to be as far as your business, your growth, your duplication. Okay. Now it comes down to two main things. Okay. First off, just remember that your exposures are your miles per hour in this industry. Your exposures, just getting this information in front of people. So you can go on one of two avenues of that. You can either go in business or you can go in product. But both of them come from asking questions. Figuring out which one you need to lead with comes from asking questions, and that comes from just having a conversation with somebody. Okay. You can reach out to them by saying, I thought of you because, okay, you've always been very conscious about your health. Okay. Do you mind if I share with you some information on an exciting product that I found? Or you've always been a very business-minded kind of person. Do you mind if I share with you some information on an exciting business I just started? All right. You can find out which one that you can lead with simply by asking questions. Okay. I thought of you because there's a warm market avenue. Talking with anybody out there, cold market prospecting, you'll find out their pain simply by getting to know them more. So like he was talking about with the product avenue, guys, the samples of Axio is the bomb. Okay. It's dynamite. It's such an easy and soft way to get this product into people's hands. Okay. It's so easy. And I really recommend that you go to lvcoaching.com and you register. Okay. I really recommend that you do it. Yes, it's $30 a month, but it is so worth it. Okay. First off, it's investing in yourself, and your paycheck and your business is only going to be the size of the level that you are. Okay. And $1 a day is beyond, like, that's stupid for the amount of value that you get. Plus, they piggyback the sampling package, the sampling platform, on top of LV coaching and all the life coach, personal development that they give you with that platform. So I really recommend, and if you're cringing a little bit at $30, then just try it for 1 month. See how you like it. Okay. Just try it for 1 month. And if you continue to like it, then continue to use it. Okay. I have been using the sampling platform like every day, and I've already gotten 9 samples out to people in the past week, and it's super easy. And I'm driving here with Uber, and they asked me, "What do you do?" And I told them, "Yeah, I do this kind of as a day job, but I'm building a business online." And then they asked, "What is it?" And I'm like, "Here, let me get you some free samples, okay?" And I have it set up in my business page on my Facebook, and I can show you guys how to automate it if you want. But if you want a sample of how I'm using the samplers, go to teamelitefamily.com, and right there on the front page, it says try free samples. So click on that button and see what it does. And if you have any questions on how to use it for your business, then just reach out to me and ask, okay? I'll be more than happy to help you to show you how you can set that up for yourself, or you can just use what I've already got set up, and I'll make sure that you get credit whenever they go to buy some product from LifeVantage, okay? I wanted to reiterate some of the notes that I took from the training call last night. I'm going to go over this real quick. I wanted to be conscious of your time. And they got this. I got these notes from Sean Johnson, who got these notes from the GoPro event. Eric Worre. Okay. By the way, LifeVantage stole the show at GoPro this year. We had like 3 of our top income earners speaking on stage at GoPro. It was Tyler Daniels, and I know Michelle Poe spoke up there, and I think somebody else did as well. But they're up there with names like Magic Johnson and Eric Worre and Les Brown. Guys, it was phenomenal, the people that showed up. So I want to go over some of these notes real quick. Don't look at your prospects as the destination, but look at them as a doorway, okay? Look at them as a doorway. They have access to an average of 500 warm market names, okay? So they are a doorway to more people, okay? And if they are not going to be the stars themselves, the duds lead to the studs, okay? So keep that in mind. But you don't dismiss anybody that's not a rock star, okay? Because you need everybody. The 85% of people out there are the 85% of people out there. And that's where 85% of your paycheck is going to come from. So love on everybody, all right? But work with your team on an average ratio of 20% versus 80% on your own business, okay? That's one of the notes in here. And I also wanted to encourage you to identify the influencers in your business, in your team, okay? And identify them even as you go out there and you prospect. Now, here's a quick advice on prospecting versus marketing, okay? There are 2 different forms of getting this information out there. Marketing is passive. Marketing is putting things out there like attraction marketing on Facebook. That takes time for you to build a following, for people to reach out to you. That takes time. That's attraction marketing. There's also other things that you can do, paid ads and an email list and stuff, but that's passive, okay? You can still do that, and people actually build a lot of their business from that, but don't only do that, okay? Prospecting is you taking the initiative, you reaching out to people, and you asking them questions. That is much faster than marketing, than online marketing, okay? That's why we recommend, as soon as you get started, to do the initial activity, prospecting, making a list, 15 people, and then calling them with your sponsor, okay? All of that is in the getting started checklist. By the way, like he was talking about, like Matthew was talking about with the learning how to do the presentation, in the getting started phase 2 checklist, at the top of it is bolded the 5 skills. One of them is a presentation. Click on that. You can learn how to do the tear-off sheet presentation right there from the checklist, phase 2, okay? Also, another announcement, you can now purchase the tear-off sheets online. Buy the single packs, okay? Buy the single tear-off sheet, and they come in a pack of 30 of them, I believe. The link to that is in the Getting Started Checklist Phase 2 at the top. It's pretty easy. You'll see it. Another thing that I really recommend that you do is you go on our team's website, teamelitefamily.com/start, or start here in the menu, and you watch that second video down right below the welcome video. It's from the proven plan. It's from Seth Mulder and Mark Shinsato. Right below that is a link to the entire playlist. Guys, that is where so many people have learned the foundation and the skills, the 7 major skills that it takes to build this business. Okay, I really recommend that you go on there. It's a free resource, and it'll bring you some incredible value. Okay, it's absolutely free. Just go on there, listen to it, click on it, and listen to it. Use the tools that are being provided for you. Okay, use them, because they're not doing anybody good if you don't use them. So identify the influencers. And how do you identify the influencers, the leaders? They are independent. Write these down. They are independent. They are problem solvers. They are consistent, and they create action. Okay? They are independent. They're problem solvers. They are consistent, and they create action. Okay? 4 things. So I learned to identify those people in your business and work with them and build with them mainly. Okay? Encourage them to earn your time. All right. Now, so many, take this one, write this one down as well. So many people are not looking for the meaning of life. They're simply looking for the feeling of being alive. And how do you help them with that? You ask them questions about their life. You find their pain. Okay. And by finding their pain, their problem, then you can give them a solution. That's why I love what we do so much, is because it's my passion to help people to live the quality life that they were put on this earth for. I'm wearing our new team shirt on purpose. You are here on this earth on purpose, and so is every other person out there. And you can get this shirt on our website, teamelitefamily.com/store, or you can go in the menu. It's in the store. It's in Team Elite Apparel. Get one. Wear it to help you share your message. Okay, it's a conversation starter. So that's why I love what we do, because we help people with their problems, and we help people to live the quality life that they were designed to live. All right. Now, if your business is not growing as fast as you want it to, I encourage you, don't get frustrated, but get fascinated. That's another takeaway that they brought home from GoPro. Don't get frustrated, but get fascinated. That means don't wish you were easier, wish you were better. That's for Jim Rohn. Everybody knows Jim Rohn. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't get frustrated, get fascinated. What that means is people have done this business before you. They found success. That means you can find success too. So reach out to those people, become a student of the industry, become a sponge. They want you to call them for help. All right. They love nothing more than that. Okay. So call your uplines. Where me and Matthew and Caleb and everybody above us and everybody even sideline that you can connect with, wear us out. We are your, we're your resource. We're your backup. Okay. We're your mentors. We're here to show you how to do this business. Okay. And I encourage you to think bigger, faster. Okay. That is one of the things that so many mentors and millionaires said that they wish they could have done earlier on, knowing what they know now, which is, years down the road after they had success. So think bigger, faster. Allow yourself to think bigger, faster. And I really encourage you to do that, because you are the only thing that's standing in between the life that you have now and the life that you want. Okay. So I encourage you to think bigger, faster. Give yourself permission to have success. Okay. Start there. And then just simply take those actions like Matthew was talking about, make a list, start calling people. That's it. Okay. Your exposures are your miles per hour. And I'm going to leave you with this. Encourage people on the cleanse. These products are absolutely changing people's lives. Okay. We are all about to go into the holiday season, and we're all about to go stuff ourselves and put tons of food in our body. So I encourage you to encourage people on the cleanse. It's like, it's an incredible detox, and it can help to clean people's guts out while they are putting in some extra holiday food. So a lot of people, they are going to be wanting to lose some weight come January. And this is going to allow their bodies to help them get a head start on that. And one of the doctors last night, she was actually saying that even if you just took one a day, normally you take two times a day, so 2 in the morning and 2 in the evening. But she was saying even if you just take one a day, it's like a daily detox. Okay, so I really encourage you to reach out and offer your help to anybody that wants, to lose weight better, faster, easier come January. So that's all I got, you guys. I love y'all. I'm here for you to help you build your business. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you, okay? God bless you guys. Matthew, do you have anything that you'd like to finish up? Any final thoughts, or are we good?
No, I think you covered it really well, David. I mean, you always bring great stuff to the table, and it's always, I look forward to these calls. They're always really, really exciting. You know, I never really want, it's never our intention for these calls to be kind of talking at you or coming at you or whatever. We definitely try and bring information that maybe we found something informative or something that we think maybe more people are struggling with, that we're struggling with. You know, it's a lot. We're going through the same things, and then some of us we're going through the same plus some other, and we just try and bring valuable content. So you know, we've talked about it, and we would love nothing more than to have more and more of our team coming in and having speaking parts. You know, if you've got something that has struck you or that you're benefiting from, or whatever, call David, call me, share it with us. You know, I mean, we would love for things that can be applied to the team and to the group for us to be able to share that and not always have it be my voice or David's voice. I get tired of talking. I'm sure everybody gets tired of listening to me. You know, I'd love to sit back and hear from other people. David, you know, he feels the same way. You know, we definitely want to make it the seat more accessible. You know, everybody's got a story. Everybody's got something to tell, and everybody has valuable information to bring to the table. You know, when we work as a team, we work as a team. And I just, I really look forward to those times. Like I said, if you found something great, you know, I know David has shared stuff. I've shared stuff. You know, we'd love more sharing going on. Wouldn't you agree, David? Right as he's taking a drink.
I completely agree. Everything you just said, Matthew, I completely agree.
Right on. Right on. So, you know, we're coming into the holiday time. You know, again, don't tap the brakes. You know, we're getting around people. We're doing stuff. We have a solution to a lot of people's needs, solution and answer for a lot of questions and problems. So, you know, just keep talking, keep your mouth moving, and keep everybody going in the loop and informed on what you're doing, you know, appropriately, of course, with appropriate information. So yeah, wish everybody a very, very Merry Christmas. I know we're gonna see each other again next week, Monday, and the following Monday. But as we're getting closer, we're getting so excited. Zoe's been ready for Christmas since like June. She's been having stuff planned seriously for like the last 6 months. So we are ramping up, man.
That's awesome. All right, love you guys. Have a great rest of your day.
All right, thank you, David.
Sir, thank you, Matthew. Bye bye.